let's start the session with me presenting. And I think before we continue, I have to share a bit about myself. You know me as Chaitanya, and I'm a product designer at Lockbox, and I've been working here from in sales since 6 months now. It's been almost 6 months, and it's been a very good journey. Previously, I used to work with a couple of startups, and now uh, and and at those times, I used to stay at home, working from home. The whole my 5 years of my experience, and now it's very good. It's very good that I came to an office and working here, collaborating and having a very good environment to collaborate with and to see people every day. It's very fun. It's very fun and exciting. Well, uh, yeah. Coming to the session, I'm really inspired with Srirag giving me an idea to why can't I share a skipper class with the team so that and then I understood that okay I could do a skipper session. Before that I used to think like only people who are asked to do that or like only the seniors would do that. But then I understood that everyone can do a skipper session as long as they have something to share with the team or you know, with the company. And it was very good insight, and I really loved that, and I started proceeding on that part. Well, yeah. Coming to the session, the topic is what the fun in user experience design. Basically, it's about the fun that is involved in the user experience design. Well, let's proceed with some conditions I want to share with the team, with the session. Like, I really appreciate if you have all the videos on, and also you could give an interaction. You could communicate with me through the chat or through the reactions. Like if you're feeling good about that particular slide, or if you're feeling uh, like a wow moment, you could use the reactions and thumbs ups or hearts or anything to show me that you're really listening, and you're having attention to that, and I would really appreciate that. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. And then, okay, let's proceed. Okay, so the agenda of the class is to share what is fun UX and why we need it, and then a bit of history, like what is fun in UX and the history of fun, and where do we see it, and what's next? What are the steps we take from the session and to your life, and then questions and thanks. Well, you know. So there are a couple of stuff I want to show in front before to make to make all of you active and to start with the session. There is this meme like the biggest fear is when you say happy weekend and and then your coworker says it's just Thursday. And yeah, that's one thing. And then when your manager cracks a bad joke, but you need that raise. Well, okay, the thing I wanted to share here was, okay, yeah, that's what I was expecting. You having to react, you're having to react with your emotions that, using the platform. You're making me understand that you are laughing, that you're making me understand that you're laughing, you're smiling, and you're reacting to the thing that I'm presenting using the reaction feature in the Teams app. That's what this session is all about. Using the feature, using fun to engage with the users, to engage with the team, or with the people. Okay, so in definition, it's fun is a pleasure, it's an enjoyment, it's an entertainment, and that's not what we're going to talk about. It's in general, but the fun we're going to talk about is the fun in user experience within the digital world. And if you have any questions, keep in the chat box, like type whatever the questions you get into the chat box, and we'll have that answered. Well, let me give you a brief introduction to what is fun UX, and then what is why we need it. So generally UX is defined of why we need UX is because we need whatever the products we build, we need engagement, control, aesthetics, availability, and accessibility to all the products, to any product that we do. uh, you know because anything that we're building directly talks to the users, talks to someone, talks to people, basically. So people have all the emotions, people have everything to take care of. Like we need to make them engage, we need to have a good aesthetics to make them feel good, and the product looks good, and also the accessibility. When it comes to accessibility, it's about the text sizes. The bigger the size, the smaller the size, depends on the product we're building, and the colors, speech, and the different multi-language support, and also having the availability. For example, I could give you an example for the availability. It's Google. Whenever you have a doubt, whenever you have something like, okay, I want to know about this line or definition of something, and you just directly go to the Google, and you know that you'll get an answer from Google for sure. That's what we call as availability, because you definitely know that Google is going to provide you an answer for that. So that's what it is about availability. And the control. When it comes to control, you could say that, uh, for example, take WhatsApp. You could send a text to someone, and you could receive, that uh, when the other person, the recipient, is reading the text or not, or is it delivered or not. You know that, and you can directly understand that by checking the blue ticks or a single tick. So that's what is called control, that that you are in the control of the app, and you don't need someone else to help you with the app to use. That is something called control. And then engagement is general. We have gamification in the apps. For example, I could say uh, phone pay, Google Pay, they give scratch cards to scratch. So they are a couple of example to you know uh, for the gamification. And we have this cred app, where you have coins when you make a payment, or and you have Amazon Pay cashbacks, and a couple of apps or e-commerce apps. Everything has something or the other to make the users always engaged, always use the app, always have the ability to you know be more attention, to have all the attention from the user. So yeah, these are some elements relating to the UX. And why I put the fun UX here is because you can have fun in the entire concepts of that. You know, Generally, when we see a government website, you don't feel fun at all. And when it comes to some websites that doesn't have anything to do with you know uh, user experience at all. And if you just give okay, for example, I could say uh, um, there is one pop-up, in technical stuff. We have these success messages, and error messages, and warning messages, warning dialogues, pop-ups. And in that areas we see that uh, using just the plain text is different, and using something funny or something humor, adding a bit of humor to them to make it more interesting. And I'm going to give you a lot of examples of where you can find that, and it's going to be really interesting. And uh, and also and also if you have any doubts or questions on that, please type that on the chat box, and also react to them if you find it useful too. Well, do you have any questions till now? Awesome. Yeah, if everyone can type yes into the chat box, so that I would understand that everyone understood this. Awesome. Awesome. That's very amazing. Amazing. Cool. Cool. Excellent. Excellent. That's really good. That's really good. I'm very glad. I'm very glad that you're following me. I'm very glad that you're listening to me. Cool. Cool. Yep. That's good. That's good. Yes. So I'm going to give you a brief history of what is, the history of fun in UX. And it could be something nostalgic to some people. I mean, not the Gen Zs, but, you know, the previous people, like, Gen X and Gen Y, Gen Ys. It could be nostalgic, but yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Well, okay, the Clippy from Microsoft Office. You know that there is this Clippy. It always pops up, and it gives you. It's kind of assistant to you to help you if you need any help with the letter writing or anything of that sort. So that is the something the from the starting of the fun UX. You know, uh, no, that's what I could find, and I made this beautiful, beautiful layout to show that. I mean, you know why it started and it didn't proceed further, they had to kill it by 2007, because more users were engaged with the product and acquainted with the products, and they don't need much help from the Clippy, and Clippy became more annoying to people than its usage. So they had to kill it, and you know, me- and because the support pages, help pages, they are all came into action and reduced the use of that. And the emojis are part of every day, part of every day in in all the people. We see that in everywhere, like people nowadays, not nowadays, like it's been a couple of years, not a decade probably, since people started using emojis as much as possible. And can I know who else doesn't use emojis now, right? Right, it's very rare. Uh, it's very rare to find people who doesn't use emojis at all. Like it gives the sense of emotion that you're feeling right through a small, tiny, you know, 12 cross 12 or 16 cross 16 image that is displayed on the product, on the chat box or anywhere. It's really fun. So the transformation was from black and white emojis to color, pixelated colors, and then now this is the current uh, emoji style we could find. And then the GIFs have started. The GIFs have started, and in those times, I think late mm, in 1987, the sorry, in 1987, this is the first GIF that was that came into the digital world, uh, an aeroplane with a moving cloud background. So that was the first GIF that happened that came into the digital world, and people started recognizing that and started using more and more stuff for that. And now we came to a place you're making all the types of GIFs, all the types of emotions right here, right there, and it's making people more engaged, more fun into the people's lives, uh, to give a happier and the right emotion you know you know into the session. And and now and now the session, now the culture, what you call, everything has changed, and we're having filters, we're having AI filters, and we're having facial recognition, face recognition filters, and also we're having gifs in the chat boxes and stickers to share an appropriate, accurate emotion, or like the possible emotion that we could feel, uh, from the you know that. And it's really really useful when it comes to having a conversations with people. And when you use an emoji or when you use a sticker, it gives them the the idea what you are trying to face. I mean, even though if it's accurate or if it's not accurate, but still it gives a sense to the people that okay, that person is feeling these these type of emotion. Yeah. And yep. Do you have any questions on that part? Like, yeah, always feel free to type in the chat box about that. Shall we proceed to the second section where we're gonna see the the fun UX in the current environment, in the current products that successful product that's available, or you know that. And and now as I mentioned in the comment of the in a L&D notification, L&D post, that there is a game and there is a chance that you could win chocolates, right? So that is this session now. So I'm going to show you a picture, not a picture, I'm going to show you a slide, and you have to, a product, and you have to identify what product is that and where do you find that. And everyone who, everyone who identifies that, and you have to raise your hand and you know speak to the audience and share what you find. And then you have to you also have to make sure that you uh, share what fun UX you could see there, and how is it making it making the user feel, like the feel part, and the what is the product and the feel. I'm going to give you the example here. Okay. 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 Okay, I'm going to share a bit of information about where do you see fun. You could see fun UX everywhere in any app. But I mean, you could implement fun UX everywhere, but there are only a couple of apps that make use of that and have a really good impact on giving people, the right way to utilize them and be more productive and successful. I'm going to give you one example. Uh, okay, so here it is. You find this. Okay, the game starts in the next slide, not this. So stay tuned. And so this is one. This is an example of the game now. So we have this no internet Dino game in Google Chrome. So the game is, I mean, how to play the game is to the session game is to identify where do you see that, and then um, identify where do you see that, and you'd have to share what emotion is it creating and what's the purpose of that. So I could give you this as an example, and I'll share that this is from Google Chrome. And when you don't have a network connectivity and Google Chrome tries to put up a game for you to not get bored, for you to not get distracted or upset, or instead of being upset or disturbed, you could just play the game and wait for the internet to come back. And the thing here, what happened here is the Google Chrome is trying to make the user uh, not feel bad about a bad thing or an upsetting thing, or something that user feel like, okay, something is wrong happened there, but they're still trying to make it fun and engaging using the Dino game. So that's the concept of Dino, Dino running game there. Okay. Okay. Well, this is one more. This is one section. This one product, and the game starts. Okay, Venkatratnam Khatri, you could talk.
It it's on Snapchat.
Okay. Okay. What is it showcasing here?
There are some filters that way. here to
Yep.
uh,
Yep.
to
Yeah. Yeah. Please
engage
go
the
on.
audience to different types of filters are there in Snapchat.
Awesome. Awesome. That's really good. That's really good, Venkatratna. So, the purpose of the using filters, the Snap, it used to be just an app without the filters before. It just used to be, image taking, a snap taking, picture taking app, and sending it to people and sharing that. But now it became, as it progressed, it tried to invent more and more fun into the app to make it more, engaged, more involved, and made sure that they use the facial recognition AI and all that tools to make it more engaged and made it fun to use and addictive to use. That's the thing about that. And congratulations, Venkat. You got a chocolate. And then
Thank you.
awesome. And this, if you're really, you know, if you're really smart enough, you could easily identify that even if you don't know the product before. Yes, you are.
So it's Mailchimp web page,
Oh,
right?
cool,
So
cool.
they're saying that we ran into a problem. We are digging out what's the problem was.
Okay, so where do you form? Like, what's the purpose of this page?
So here the fun was we can able to see what page it is, right? They're mentioning that we can directly access you to the home page by clicking on Mailchimp home button. Even though we are searching for something, it was not found, but they're trying to see some other products what they have like that.
Cool, cool. That's very good. That's very good, Siva. That's really close. When they're, yeah, that's actually that's correct. Uh, here in Mailchimp, when I tried to find this page, even like I just randomly texted in the URL some random text, and I tried to find the, for not for error page, and then I came to this page, and it says we lost this page, and we searched high and low but couldn't find what you're looking for. Let's find a better place for you to go, and then they put a very good CTA to go back to the home. And the purpose here is to make you understand that they couldn't find the page plus, and they're making it more interesting to having a, you know, I don't know what animal is that, but it's digging its, it put his head inside a hole, and it's searching for the page. So the fun in that page is to make the user feel, you know, light without being upset about the page, upset about that he or she couldn't find the page. That's one example. And good, Shiva. Congratulations. And this page, uh, try it.
Free Fire.
What is Bermuda Triangle?
Okay.
It's Free Fire game. In Free Fire we have that.
Okay. Okay. Well, Bermuda Triangle is a deep spot, is a very deep ocean place located at the Pacific area, where it's very deep. And when you travel through that, when you travel to that area, there is this legend, not legend. There is this saying thing that says if you travel through that area, and if you collapse, or if your ship breaks down, you couldn't come back up because it's so deep. People couldn't go deeper and find your ship back or find anything that's in the ship. That's one thing. And this is not a game. I mean, here this is just a example. This doesn't have any product doesn't have this page. It's just a dummy. I was just checking if people could really identify that. Cool, cool. And this, well, 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 that this also doesn't have any. This is not a part of any product. It's just a dummy. So I'm just gonna give you like why I put it. The way they mentioned a success message and an error message in a very good fashion way, that if it's successful and if the high the that that thing is happy, they put a good face and a well done and everything worked, and then something went wrong and they put the statue eyes wide and that it's just hiding, that doesn't know what to do. So the fun element is here, uh, making it from transformation from this to this. That's one element there, and this is not in part of game, but good you tried. Well, this one. Yes, Venkatratnam. I think you already won a chocolate. You're out of contest. But yeah, thank you. Opportunity for everyone, and it's so easy.
Instagram.
You you're also out of contest. You are.
Okay, Instagram from my side then.
Okay. Cool. Jagrat. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Can you share me what what this slide represents and what it's showcasing there? Awesome. Anyone can try. Cool. 10 more seconds.
Sending digital gifts to other friends or someone.
Okay. Uh, who is that? Can you
I
raise your hand, please?
Yeah.
Surya,
Hi, Surya. Yes, please share that.
Surya, please show your face once.
Oh yeah, you have to show your face to win. Oh my God, I think I forgot that. Forgot to
Yeah.
mention that. Yeah.
So, like sharing our happiness with our friends using this send gift options,
Hmm. Okay.
and
Okay.
whatever points they have gained, and they're trying to, send gifts using all these options. So
Hmm.
it's like engaging people again.
Awesome. So what do you think is the fun part here?
The pizza part,
Okay.
the slice of pizza, like nobody would say no to pizza, right? Or whatever the gifts.
Cool. Cool. That's very good explanation, Surya. Uh, thank you for that. So, in Instagram, we have a feature for called the send gift, and it's not available with every user. Only the premium, the users who have monetization activated, and the professional accounts and the business accounts only have that feature. And if you're watching their reels, and you could see that button there, when you click on that, you would see send a gift with a couple of stars. And the idea of this is to sending money is different, sending a gift is different, and sending a gift as a, as an illustration, as a sticker is different here. So the fun part here is making the gifting or sending money or sharing something as an illustration, as a funny element here is the fun part there. So they're making it as fun as possible without just send money. They're using send gift. So that's the fun part here. Yeah. And this.
Yeah, Google Meet.
Teams. Yeah.
Okay. You have to raise your hand. Okay, Yashwant Kumar. Yes, Yashwant.
Yeah, yeah. This is something that we will see while we are in a Google Meet, and down there are reactions that we can react, and left side we can see the emojis and the reactions count, I think. Okay.
Mhm.
Whoever is reacting, their names.
Mm. Awesome. Like, why do you think this is a fun element? And what's fun in there?
Uh, like first thing, like they included the emojis, which were like we can easily express our feelings by clicking them with a click. And second thing is the about the animation. It's looking a bit cool there.
Awesome. Awesome. That's really good, Yashwant. Very, very well said. Very well said. Yeah. So yeah, basically it's Google Meet, and whenever you're in a meeting and you have to showcase your emotion, your reaction, and how you're feeling about the person that's sharing that information, and you use that emojis as more however you like to showcase that. If they're saying something funny, you could use the laughing icon, laughing emoji. If they're sharing some good values or good points, something you can congratulate them. Basically you can share the elements there, and it's a very good fun element in the meet that is making the product more interactive, more engaging, and more productive and successful for the product. And I think we could see that in the teams too. We have that in the teams. And initially in the first session I was mentioning the same thing. You could use the reactions to show your emotions, to show that you're understanding it and all that. It's the same. Very good, Yashwant. Thank you, congratulations.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
awesome. Cool. And 10 more seconds. Yes, Lakshmi Narayana.
I'm not sure that much, but it is Figma design because I'm seeing some symbols of Figma here.
No, 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 that's not true. But yeah, good try. Good try, Lakshmi Narayana. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah. And 5 more seconds. Anyone could. Yeah.
Miro.
Shiva, you're done. You're done. You're done. You're out of contest. Yep. Yep. Well, it's Myro. And the thing generally when in the sessions, when brainstorming session or workshops, we use a couple of stickers, emojis, and gifs to make it more interesting and to collaborate well. And in our team, I think I saw there is marketing director. We have Danny as marketing director in Lockbox. She used to always, put up gifs or stickers wherever she, puts up stuff in Miro, and that was very interesting for me. Sorry. Yeah, that was very interesting for me to engage and to show that, uh, for example, there are a couple of sticky notes or something information that is very useful, and you put a sticky note or a sticker that says, good or fine or you love it, to say that it's very good, it's very good, and you're sharing your absolute emotion there for the for the people to look, and you're sharing your actual emotion there. And yeah, that's a fun part, that in Miro you could always have that to put your emotion there. Cool. And this, I think this is the last slide we have. uh, this is the last slide we have for, as part of game.
Hi, Chaitanya. So it's a part of grid. Of course,
Yes,
it
can
enhances
you
the
put
user
your hand up?
experience.
Can you put your
Sorry,
hand up?
sorry. Yeah, I missed that. I missed that. Yeah. So it's a
And
part
also
of
please
grid.
show your
Mm.
face.
Yeah, sure, you have to show your face to win.
Am I visible now?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes, yes,
So
Vivek.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So it's a part of grid,
Okay.
and of course it enhances the user experience and the fun in with respect to rewards. Where if you
Mhm.
observe other payment apps, I personally like this from the grid. Like if you take the example of other payment apps such as PhonePe or something. Of course, I'm not
Mhm.
blaming those who use UX, but I
Mhm.
personally like the grid. There will be a scratch card. We will be scratching that, but of course in grid when we click on this, some coins gets bombarded, or else we'll be getting certain cashbacks, and there will be some spin wheel and all those things which enhances the users, like they're just like playing and winning instead of directly um,
Awesome.
delivering them the rewards. Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. Very good, Vivek. That's a very good apt and right way to, share that. Cool, cool. I really appreciate that. Congratulations. You got a chocolate too. So this app is about Fred, and they use the concept called the gamification here, and they're trying to promote their products. They're trying to promote third party products, and also making it more engaging for the user to to use the app and have as much engagement as possible uh, in the way of in the way of games. And it's a really cool concept to have a different types of games, those what do you call that, uh, I forgot. I forgot what you call that. Mm, Something. So yeah, basically that's the thing. Cool. And I think this is the last. Let me check. Yeah, that's the last. And we just have 5 more minutes to wrap the session up. And I'm gonna just share last a couple of slides, and then we're good to go. Okay, Lakshmi Narayana, please proceed.
These are all notifications which we are received from Figma, from Swiggy and Zomato. Like recently, I received when I got on one. I mean, it's on first. I think first of every
Mhm.
month we will receive some notifications like, "Hey, you got your salary. Can you order some food?" Something like that.
Cool, cool, definitely. Awesome, awesome. So what's the fun part here?
Fun part is like if any one of our friend ordered the food, like we also received the notifications like as you see here, your friend ordered for you, and the same thing like in Abibus and Redbus also we will get the notifications like hey, it's winter, you can book tickets from any some scenery places. So they are creating some fun on that.
Awesome, awesome. The concept here is to engage, to make it fun and engage, and also be able to click on that notification and open the
Yes,
app. Yeah,
yes,
that
sir.
was really good. Yeah, that was really good, Lakshmi Narayana. Thank you for that. You got a chocolate. And awesome,
Thanks.
awesome. Thank you very much for participating in the game. And I think that's, yeah, that's the end of the game. Cool. So what do we have to do using this information here? Uh, all the concept that we learned till now, and what do we have to do? There are two things I would just want to share, and they're not, much of things, but uh, they are like, you could figure out what are the fun elements you could integrate in the products or projects that you're working on, and how that could be useful to make it more engaging or more productive to the company or to the client that you have, that you're working on. And you could share it with the R&D team or stakeholders. Why and also you could observe the day-to-day apps that you use, and what way you could improve the app, and what way where you could where you could involve the fun element into the app, and make sure, and you could share it to the companies via email or LinkedIn or Twitter, anywhere. Why I wanted, why I want to have you do that part is to understand how how the emotions work, how people work, how the psychology of people works, and how productive you can make a app interesting, how productive interesting you can make an app to be more used by the rest of the users, and more engaging for the users, and profitable for the company or the client. So yeah, these are some things I I'm putting it on your plate to work on that. And then, but yeah, there are a couple of limitations. There are a couple of limitations for how far you can go with the fun in UX. There are a couple of limitations, like, I could give you one example, like if that's a medical app and you get in a report generated, and you can't say, hey, you got a report, congratulations. You can't say congratulations to a report generated on a medical app, right? So there are limitations, and you have to be aware of the environment and the product or the situation where you have to use that, and be very sensible about that. That's one limitation. And you can't put, there are products, the products that we are developing in the sales, the projects, we could use them in appropriately wherever that's necessary, and not being too funny, and not being too, you know what you can bland. You could have a little sense. For example, you could just use an illustration, and you could use the same text, like, so there's something wrong, but you could use some illustration to make that thing fun, fun and engaging on that part. That's all. If you have any questions, please, please share them on the chat box, or you could just put your hand up. And yes, yes, Ratikant, we just have 2 minutes to for the questions. And if you have any more questions, you can just put it on the chat. Yes,
Okay,
Ravikant,
sure.
please go.
I wanted to ask, in mobile application or in web
Mhm,
design, that we
mhm,
used to every user have their own perspective. As you said, the
mhm,
domain mainly requires what emoji or what fun factor we can add. So is
mhm.
it this is not mandatory, right? This is only for user experience and all. Like, I wanted to ask whether is it
Mhm.
mandatory to provide unless or until it is in design, we mainly stick to the design, not go out of the design and implement some of what things we like and all. So I wanted to ask that.
Yeah, yeah, that's very good. That's a very good question, Radhikant. So the problem, the issue here is, when you're trying to implementing fun into the product, you have to be aware of where you have to use it and why you have to use it. Is it being productive? I mean, is it helpful to the users, or is it making the app more engaging? The concepts I shared initially, the the five
Yes, yes.
star. So if they are all satisfying, or if it's giving at least satisfying one element there, and it's good to go. It's good to go. And then It all depends on the experimentation and testing and trying it out and see if that works. And if it's good to go, yeah, I mean, if it's giving more results and being productive, it's good to go.
Okay.
Yeah. Does
Yeah.
that answer you?
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes, it does.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any questions? Any more questions, please? Yeah, we just have one more minute for questions. Cool. Cool. So if you don't have any questions, type no in the in the chat box.
Uh, KNOW.
No, no, no for
Okay.
no, no questions.
Because I
Awesome.
knew something. So I
Oh, you have a question, Sesha?
no. I was trying to play with the word.
Funny. Awesome. Awesome. I'm really glad everyone understood the session. And if you don't have any questions, that's all the session is about. And if you have any questions, anything that pops into your mind, not now or any time, you could always find me on fourth floor, sitting anywhere, any corner of the building. You could find me there, and or you could use the Teams or any channel to find me and ask questions. Okay, awesome, awesome. Now you can use the reactions to show me how you're feeling about the session. Awesome, cool, 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 excellent. Excellent. I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful for the opportunity, Seisha and Pravina and Srirag, for pushing me and having making this happen too. Thank you.
Thank
Over
you,
to you,
Chaitanya.
Seisha. Yeah.
Thank you, Chaitanya,
Thank you
and
all.
thank you, team. Please fill the form. It takes only 2 minutes of time.
Your feedback helps us. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Chaitanya. It was a wonderful session. A great user experience. We look forward for many more interesting sessions. Okay.
Definitely,
Thank
definitely.
you.
As
Thanks
a
for your time.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. We have a designers. We're trying to form a designers club in the sales, and we're gonna have more and more sessions. Uh, you know, for the user
Please,
experience and
please
designs.
include, please include me in that. Would love to
Definitely,
be part of
definitely,
that. Right.
definitely. And
Thank you.
thanks to Satish and Vihanshi for their support too.
Yeah,
Very nice.
congratulations, Chaitanya. Uh, Thank you for initiating this. I think this might be the first design skipper session. Uh, so hopefully we'll be doing more. Chaitanya, me, and Satish. Please feel free to contact any one of us if you want any specific topics um, in the skipper sessions, or Pravina. You can.
Yeah, I'm
Sure,
really
sure,
glad,
Vihanshi.
We have three resources now, Pramina, back to back.
Yes.
Make note of them. Congratulations. Thank you. Thanks for coming forward and
Awesome.
initiating this. Awesome. I look forward for many things, many great things to come up. Right.
Once
Bye.
again, thank you,
Bye.
Chaitanya.
Take care. Bye.